Welcome to the week 7 of this. All right, so let's get straight into it. So, all right, so we're going to learn how to define, and call functions. All right, so functions are reusable blocks of code that perform specific tasks, and they use so simple analogy, so like calculator operations as functions. We have the user defines functions, standard library functions. So for the standard library functions, we have cout and etc. And for the user defined is our own creation. So there are many functions out there, and we also have the virtual and inline functions. So that will be mentioned briefly in advanced topics. So the benefits is modularity, reusability, and abstraction. And these are some of the functions of the syntax. All right, so it's a function promised to the compiler, and there are examples for me in the slide 10 with annotation. We'll get it very soon. And then with syntax, you have the return type and then the name of the parameter, right? So we have with the syntax, this is the differential. So we need where we fulfill that premise, that promise, and then we break them down into components. So we have the return type, the name, the parameters and the arguments, the body and the return statement, and then the live code and the example building up the add of the function. And so with parameters and arguments, parameters are variables in definition, whilst arguments are actual values passed. So for arguments, example of argument is like having arguments are like having a backup value, and then there's a warning about the order. The default must be at the end. So whenever you're having an argument, the default has to be at the end. So with the function overloading, same name but different implementations. There are 3 ways demonstrated with code examples. The first one is different number of parameters. That's the first case. And with the second case, there are different parameter types. And then with the third case, there are both different number and parameter types. So some of the practical applications that relate to this week's task, how to the first GPA calculator that we did. This time we'll be using the functions, so it will be upgraded with functions. And you also told us to show it with a pseudocode structure. So that's what we did for week 7. We'll come back again in the coming week.